Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of this amazing tutorial on how to 3D motion track. This time we're going to be working pretty much entirely in Cinema 4D. So get ready, we're going to do the main part of the motion track right here. So remember that file from last time that you created in Boujou? We'll just open it up with Cinema 4D. And pretty much what we're going to be doing here, we're just going to be putting the text in. Boujou did all the tracking for us, so the text is already tracked to the scene, but we have to do some things to create nice shadowing and everything. So when you get here, Light Wave 3D Import, it might say something else for you, but either way, you'll get the scale, textures, lights, and split sections. So just enter the scale as 10. No, actually you don't know. That was stupid of me to say, but so then what you're going to do first, what I usually do first, is I make a new material and then take specular off and load an image. So this is where that movie file that you made in After Effects comes in play. So you click that, open it up, and then it should have an active texture, pretty much, an active background. So what you're going to do, you're going to come over to, I think it's the camera, nope. It's this, the little floor one, and click background and drag the material onto background. So now you have a nice background, and if you see you drag through, it actually moves. So then usually what I like to do is I like to change my render settings to what I want it to be. So I always add the ambient occlusion and the global illumination. Now just know that the global illumination will make it a longer render by far, but I think it is very worth it because you get some nice reflections off of it, and the product is very nice. So I don't change anything in here. I probably will start to in the future when I get more used to that, but I do change the ambient occlusion to 65 or 70. Yeah, I changed it to 70 because that just makes it like a higher definition, and it makes it look as if it were like the text or the object were actually there, and it makes it look a lot better. So then I go over here, I always make it 0 to 203, of course, or however long your composition is. You can just look down here, figure that out, and then make sure 60 frames. That is important. Make sure it's in 60 frames. This is in 60 frames, this is in 60 frames, you did everything right. So it should motion track. Save it as a PNG or JPEG, whichever one you want it. I usually go PNG because I think they're a little more, high definition. Always click alpha channel, that's just me. Anti-aliasing, best, best. Speaks for itself there, and then those are my settings. Alright, so now we're ready to put the text in. So I just go MoGraph, MoText. That's what I kind of do. And look, see? It just works with that scene geometry. It just makes it absolutely just there. It's just there. So just scale it down a bit. Maybe 100, maybe 120. No, 110. And then change the depth to whatever you want. I'm gonna get a little deep here because, I like deep stuff, if you know what I mean. Deep text, it's pretty sexy. So then change it to whatever you want. I'm just gonna do this for my SOAR We Play You Edit entry, I guess. Let's try that. Choose your font. Sake of time, I'm probably going to use the Avengers one because that looks very, very nice. Where are you, Avengers? Oh, there it is. And as you can see, that looks very nice. Now, better text, smaller. There we go. I might put a space in between there, make it look more spaced. And, oh, that was some weird CC that just came on there. So then I always have a fill cap. Like, it's just me. I always have a fill cap. Probably going to put that fill cap on 3. As you can see, that is perfectly motion tracked. So that's it. Okay, guys. No, just kidding. So you're just gonna move it to where you want it to be. I think right there looks absolutely perfect. Everything's perfect in my little dream world here. So rotate it a bit. You're being stubborn. Whatever, that's fine. And then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to want to make a floor. So that floor is pretty much under it. So I don't know, maybe scale it up a little bit. Go to coordinates, to new material. Oh, yeah, no new material. So yeah, you're just going to want to drag that onto the floor. Right click the floor, add a compositing to it. So then you're going to click compositing background, and you're going to go over to your texture for your floor, and you're going to click frontal. So what this does, if you do a quick render of it, I'm going to take global illumination off so we can do some quick rendering here. But if you look, it should work, and it should make the floor seem like it's not there. And it looks like we already got some shadows. So I'm going to lift that up a little bit so you can see the entirety of the text. Then render, get a quick render of this. 70 may have been a little bit too much on the ambient occlusion. Let's take it down to 60. Yep. And then, as you can see, it looks like the floor is not even there anymore. That's just how perfect that turned out. So that's the basic idea. So now we're going to go ahead, add some global illumination and reflection. Just make this motion track look a lot nicer, cleaner. So make a new material, whatever you want to do, and add it to there. And then I'm going to spiffy this up a little bit, guys. So I will see you when I get back and I'm done making this look a lot better. Finished making my adjustments to the Cinema 4D motion track, and this is what I got. I just added some cracked text saying COGF presents, you know, my basic thing when I do in every edit. And I think it came out pretty nice. The ambient occlusion and the global illumination make it look very, very nice. And I think this is going to be a very good motion track. So that's what it's going to look like. I may make some minor adjustments when I'm done with the tutorial, but that's pretty much it. I'm going to use that in my SOAR replay you edit, if I enter, maybe. I may just keep this, you know, for future uses, but either way, that's pretty much it, guys. There's not much more to tell beside the rendering, but as you can see, this is a very nicely motion track thing, and it's just, it may be hard, but the product, I think, is definitely worth it because you can get some really, really nice motion tracks through Boujou and Cinema 4D. Especially, I think it's better than After Effects, even though After Effects now does have the Element 3D, I think it's called, by Video Copilot. That plugin is very nice. You can check it out if you want, like on Baker's channel or something. But I still think Cinema 4D has that ability to use materials better and make, like, just, it makes things look more real to me. But that's just my opinion. So hope you guys enjoyed. Oh wait, I have to render it, right? So showed you my render settings, and pretty much all you're gonna do, since it's going to save as multiple files again, like the TIF sequence in the first part, all you have to do is put it in a folder, and then pretty much you can do whatever from there on out. And just, I usually put it as that sequence. I import that image sequence back into After Effects, put the background in, put some color correction in, you know, all that good stuff. And then I render it like that, and it becomes a nice compressed movie file of a motion track, and I really love how it came out. So choose where you want to save it, all that stuff. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I enjoyed making another tutorial finally. So if you have any recommendations on which tutorial I should do next or what edit or something, so leave that in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe and leave a rating. Thanks.